Hi, I'm Ron Nutter, and welcome to another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. This time I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to get the Nvidia Shield talking to your Caavo 4K HD controller. And that starts now. This is one I've wanted to do for quite a while. I use my Nvidia Shield quite a bit. Sometimes if one device, whether it's the Roku or the Amazon Fire, is having a problem on one of the streaming services, I find that sometimes it may just be that app at that point in time, and I'll switch over to the Nvidia Shield. And you'll see some other videos that I've got planned for that one here over the coming weeks. But anyway, this is really very straightforward. I did take one shortcut and it saved a few minutes, but I think everybody knows now how to install an app on Android TV OS. So you're going to need three things. Of course, obviously your Caavo 4K HD. You're going to need an HDMI cable, and preferably one that's fairly new, so it's got all the wires in it so they can do the CEC. You may hear me say CNC, but I meant to say CEC, and that's how Caavo talks to the Nvidia Shield. And of course, then you're going to need an Nvidia Shield. And if you've not set your Nvidia Shield up and you're doing this, please take a few minutes, hook it up directly to the TV, get it up and running, get all the updates applied, and get some of the channels on it that you want to have before you try to do this. It's just going to make things go a little bit easier. Anyway, having said that, you're going to see here in the next few minutes how easy it is to do. So let's just go right to the other camera. And if we can get that to drag over here, technology is great when it works. Okay, now we've switched over to the other camera. I've got the Nvidia Shield hooked up on port 3, and this is the screen that you will see after you've answered the one, hey, I've detected a new device, do you want to configure? So I think the answer is obviously yes, so we'll just hit the big round button on the Caavo remote, and you're going to see it's going to go out and kind of see what it can learn. It's got to go learn some things. It's extracting the device information, and here just shortly you should see, ta-da, Nvidia Shield. So it found that one right. So we'll go ahead and on the Caavo remote click next. It didn't take too long. Now it wants to test the IR control out of the Caavo to the Nvidia Shield. So we'll go ahead and hit next. And we'll use the Caavo remote to test the Shield. And no, it's not working, which as we would have expected. So we'll hit the little box with the arrow going vertical out of it. We'll say no. Now we're going to test for the CNC control, which is, I believe if I remember correctly, goes over the HDMI cable. And we'll just hit next. And guess what? Houston, we have ignition. That is working. So it's actually talking to it over the HDMI cable. So that appears to be good. All right. So now we'll press the little microphone button to say, yes, it did work. And it's going to, now Caavo's seeing what it can do to find the Nvidia Shield. And I've already installed the Caavo app just to save some time. So we'll scroll over here and we'll add the app to our favorites. Okay, there's the Caavo companion. We'll open it. Connected successfully. Easy for you to say. All right, so we will just click OK, and then we will click the microphone button to say that everything is fine there. Now we'll link to all the accounts, and this is going to be something I'm going to reach down here for a laptop, because now that I have deleted, I initially had the Nvidia Shield on here. So let's go here. And we'll go to the link specified. And Now if you can just type, so trying to type on a keyboard at an angle while you're entering that. And I've already logged in. Of course, I'm doing this on a screen that you're not able to see at this point, but that's basically, you're going to see very easily what's going on. So I click Start Setup on the PC. And what it's doing is I'm seeing the screen here where it shows all the apps. So we're going to click Next. And it's asking me to, on the Amazon screen, enter my login credentials. It senses I'm already logged in, so we'll just click Use this account. And Plex. Now this is where it gets a little confusing because Plex is actually coming up on the screen because I've already got that. So also we'll just click, whoops, didn't want to do that. Okay. And we'll just skip this for right now. And I'll come back and do Plex later. So it's going to go dark here for just a second. And setup's all done. So now we can go to, if we press the double right arrow on the Caavo remote. Yes, and we'll go ahead and here over to devices. Nvidia Shield is connected, and we'll just hit enter on that. So we got that off the screen. Then we'll hit the home button, and now you can see this is basically, well, I've got control of the Nvidia Shield using the Caavo remote. And it really, the only thing that I kind of shot past was getting the Caavo companion app on there, and that's what allows it to do the deep linking to where it's talking to it, and it makes things a little bit more user friendly. And so now we're up and going. Okay, well, thank you for bearing with me. I'm still learning how to shoot multiple cameras, and hopefully next time I can have what I'm doing on screen in addition to that, but you see pretty much how this is going to work, and it's really very straightforward. One of the other things that I've got planned to do, and I was wanting to wait until I had several devices hooked up to the Caavo, because as I've been doing videos on this, I'm learning how to use it, and it's really been very straightforward. The only time I've had an issue with the Caavo, and I don't fault the Caavo for this at all, it was me who had the ability to take care of this and hadn't, is I should have put the Caavo on a surge protector. And I just had it plugged straight into the wall because I was running out of outlets where the television is. And I've got to go fix that too. But it was just, I had to restart the Caavo because it just was having problems talking to some of the devices. And then one of the, I think it was either the Nvidia Shield or one of the other streaming receivers just simply was having a problem playing nice. So sometimes you simply have to restart things. The Caavo is supposed to be able to go out and get its own updates. That's something that I'm going to be starting to get myself a checklist of what to do in the different respects. So that's, it's not something you're going to pick up overnight. It's going to just gradually get in. And this is where I do take one distinction from what Caavo says. Caavo says, hook up everything all at once. Well, yeah, but. And I just wanted to get used to each device, learn a little bit, and then have two devices and gradually build up. Now, you may decide to do all at once, and that's fine. That's your decision. But I wanted just to save myself some headaches, and I have found one device that did not play nice. And if you've seen some of my other videos about Caavo, it was the Amazon Fire TV Gen 1, the little square pancake. It just didn't play nice. And I talked to Caavo about that, and apparently even though it had the latest firmware, it's simply an old enough device that they're not able to do much with it beyond basic remote control. And I had issues where the video occasionally would go out, or you'd get what looked like snow on the screen. So I just said, enough is enough. I've got the Amazon Fire streaming stick. I'm still looking at which Amazon Fire device I want to replace it with. There has been a good deal going on the Cube. Don't know if the Cube is where I need to go or not. I may get the pendant version, even though I'm still more happier with the other. I've got some decisions to make, and I believe it was Techno Dad. You pointed out to me, what your results with the Amazon Fire Cube. I haven't ruled it out yet. I've just got several videos planned, so I'm wanting to have the time to spend and do it right. And hopefully I will be able to select that unit. Anyway, I've got to start talking about the Amazon voice linkage. That's something that I wanted to have multiple devices on, and there's going to be some settings I've got to learn how to do, because I've got to tell Caavo which streaming receiver I want to use for what service. There, you can go on the Caavo website and they tell you the apps that they can directly talk to. So I've got Sling TV. There's some of the other channels that are out there. I believe Amazon Prime is also on it too, or Amazon Video as they like to call it. So there's a lot going on, and I'm just taking it, just one step at a time, because there's a lot of potential for this. I've been very pleased with it so far. Could not really at this point have found, I think, a better device, because anything else that I had been looking at, either I had to go buy an AV receiver, which I'm still looking to do, but I was still going to be somewhat port bound. So the Caavo is the only device I found that had 8 ports with it. And by the time I'm through, I'm probably going to have all 8 ports filled. Now, the average person may not, but I've got 4 streaming receivers, and I've still got the Apple TV device to hook in, because I want to have just really kind of throw the kitchen sink at this. And I've there's a lot of potential for this. So I mean, they say they were looking at some sort of a major upgrade later this year. I'm very anxious to see that, because so far it has been well worth the money. The certain devices like the Nvidia Shield, when you turn off the Caavo 4K HD from the Caavo remote, it turns off the Nvidia Shield as well. Not all the devices do that, but that's one positive for the Nvidia Shield. So it powers down at the same time. So that's about all we've got for now. I've got several videos yet to do, and you've already seen I've come out with 2 this weekend. I'm working on another way to watch the videos. I've submitted the channel tonight, and hopefully we'll see here in the next couple of weeks if I get approval or if there's some things I've got to change. So I'll have yet another way for you to look at as well. If you're driving and still want to listen to what's going on, I'm trying to be better about being descriptive. I'm available on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn. And with TuneIn, now there is an app for, I believe it's the Roku that I found it on, that you can listen to the audio podcast on your TV. But I'm working on something a little bit better. Anyway, thank you for your time. Really appreciate the comments that everybody has been reaching out to me on, because that means a lot, because I really want this information to be of use to you. So, appreciate your time. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Just click that subscribe button, and if you want to hit the little bell icon, so that way you're supposed to get notified when new videos come out. If you haven't bought an Nvidia Shield yet, you think about it, there are affiliate links in the bottom. That does help me a little bit, but it's not going to change the price you pay, because at this point, Nvidia Shield, and I'm looking at some other Google TV OS devices, but the Nvidia Shield I've not been disappointed with it yet. So it's certainly an option. And if you are putting up a pretty good sized man cave, well, you can always use more than one media streaming receiver. Anyway, I rambled long enough. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the next video.